Transforming your lower body does not require expensive equipment, hours at the gym, or exercises that strain your joints. With just 6 carefully selected isometric movements, you can activate every major muscle group in your legs and hips, safely and effectively, from the comfort of your home. These exercises are proven to improve balance, mobility, circulation, and strength, even if you are starting in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. If you care about staying independent, moving pain-free, and feeling confident on your feet, then this is the routine for you. Before we begin, take a moment to leave a comment with your name and age. It helps us know who we're reaching and encourages others your age to join in. And if you find this valuable, don't forget to save or share this video with a friend who could benefit. Let's begin with the first movement. Exercise 1. Horse stance. The horse stance is one of the oldest and most respected isometric exercises in the world. Practiced for centuries in martial arts, it is known for building endurance, focus, and incredible leg strength, especially in the quadriceps, inner thighs, and glutes. To begin, stand tall with your feet a little wider than shoulder width. Turn your toes outward at a slight 30-degree angle. Slowly bend your knees as if sitting into an invisible chair, lowering yourself until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Your knees should form a right angle, aligned directly above your ankles. Your back remains upright, chest lifted, and your arms can extend in front of you for balance or remain bent in a traditional martial arts posture. Hold this position and breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, then exhale through your mouth for 4 seconds. Keep your abdominal muscles gently engaged to protect your lower back. You will begin to feel a strong burn in the thighs and inner legs. This is exactly what we want. That controlled tension is what builds strength. Common mistakes to avoid include letting your knees collapse inward, arching your lower back, or leaning your torso too far forward. If you cannot reach full depth at first, simply lower to a position you can maintain with proper form and gradually build from there. Start with 3 sets of 20 seconds, resting for 60 seconds between sets. Over time, aim to increase your hold to 45 seconds, then 1 minute, and eventually up to 2 full minutes per set. You can practice this exercise 3 or 4 times per week. For seniors who may feel unsteady, you can perform this exercise with your back near a wall for support. Just avoid leaning against the wall directly. The goal is for your muscles, not your joints or tendons, to do the work. The horse stance is not just a leg builder. It improves hip flexibility, core engagement, and mental resilience. You may be surprised how quickly your strength builds when you perform this exercise regularly. Even with just 2 or 3 weeks of practice, you may notice better posture, steadier balance, and increased ease while walking, standing, or climbing stairs. Exercise 2. Static lunge. The static lunge is an excellent isometric movement that targets the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, while also improving stability and balance. Unlike dynamic lunges, which require repetitive motion, this version allows you to build leg strength with 0 joint impact. Begin by standing tall with your feet about hip-width apart. Step 1 foot forward, creating a long, stable stance. Your front foot remains flat on the floor while the back foot stays on the toes. Slowly, lower your body straight down until both knees are at 90-degree angles. Your front knee should align with your ankle, and your back knee should hover just above the ground without touching it. Once in position, keep your torso upright and your gaze forward. Rest your hands on your hips or extend them outward for balance. Engage your core to prevent swaying and focus on driving strength through your front leg. Hold the position and breathe in a controlled rhythm. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds. Feel the tension build in your thighs and glutes. This is your body recruiting deep, stabilizing muscles, essential for daily movements like walking, climbing stairs, or rising from a chair. The most common mistakes include stepping too narrowly, which makes balance difficult, or letting the front knee push too far forward past the toes. Another error is leaning the torso forward, which shifts pressure to the lower back. Always maintain an upright posture and even weight distribution. Start with 3 sets of 30 seconds per leg, resting 60 seconds between sides. As your endurance builds, progress to 45 seconds, then 60, and eventually 90 seconds per leg. Ensure both legs are trained evenly to avoid muscular imbalance. If balance is an issue, you may perform this exercise near a sturdy chair or wall for light support. Do not use the support to take weight off your muscles. Just use it to stabilize if needed. A variation to increase intensity is to raise your arms above your head while holding the lunge. This elevates your center of gravity and forces your body to work harder to stay aligned. You may also gently pulse up and down within a 1-inch range at the bottom of the lunge for added challenge. The static lunge builds functional strength, meaning it directly supports everyday movements and reduces your risk of falls. When performed consistently, it can help you regain confidence in your legs, especially when moving around the house, stepping off curbs, or navigating uneven terrain. Exercise 3. Static glute bridge. The glute bridge is an essential exercise for seniors who want to strengthen the hips, improve posture, and eliminate lower back pain. The isometric version of this exercise focuses on holding the position at the top, which forces your glutes, hamstrings, and core to stay fully engaged without strain on your joints. To begin, lie on your back on a mat or carpeted surface. Bend your knees so that your feet are flat on the floor and aligned with your hips. Your arms should rest comfortably at your sides with palms facing down. From this position, gently press through your heels and raise your hips until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Now squeeze your glutes as hard as you can and hold. Avoid pushing with your lower back. Instead, drive the movement through your hips and hamstrings. Keep your abdomen slightly braced to support the spine. Breathe deeply. Inhale through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. This not only helps control your muscles, but also keeps your heart rate steady. Common mistakes include not lifting the hips high enough, allowing the knees to drift outward or inward, or overly arching the lower back. Your knees should remain aligned with your hips and your ribs should not flare upward. Start with 3 sets of 30 seconds in the bridge position, resting for 60 seconds between sets. As your strength improves, increase to 45 seconds, then 1 minute, and eventually 90 seconds. To progress further, you can lift one leg off the ground while keeping your hips elevated. This forces the supporting glute to carry the entire load and significantly increases the challenge. In this variation, perform 2 sets of 15 to 20 seconds per side, gradually increasing as strength develops. Another variation is to place a soft object like a pillow or towel between your knees and gently squeeze it while holding the bridge. This activates the inner thighs and deep pelvic floor muscles, especially useful for seniors seeking more core support. The glute bridge is critical for reversing gluteal amnesia, a condition where prolonged sitting weakens the glutes. Without strong glutes, other muscles like the lower back and hamstrings compensate, leading to pain and poor posture. Performing this simple hold a few times per week can restore proper muscle function, improve standing posture, and even reduce your risk of back injury. Exercise 4. Single leg drop squat hold. This isometric variation of the single leg squat is a powerful tool for building balance, coordination, and strength in each leg independently. Though more advanced, it is highly effective for targeting the quadriceps, glutes, and ankle stabilizers, especially important for seniors who want to prevent falls and maintain mobility. Begin by standing near a wall or chair for balance. Shift your weight onto your left foot and gently lift your right foot behind you. With control, bend your standing leg and hinge slightly forward at the hips, as if preparing to sit in a chair with one leg. Your free leg should extend behind you naturally, and your arms can reach forward or rest at your sides for stability. Descend only as far as you can, while keeping your standing thigh roughly parallel to the floor. If that is not accessible yet, lower just a few inches and build depth over time. The key is to maintain control, alignment, and muscular tension, not speed or depth. Focus your gaze on a fixed point in front of you to help with balance. Engage your core and keep your shoulders back. Hold this position and breathe deeply, keeping your breath steady and even. Start with 3 sets of 15 to 20 seconds per leg, with 30 to 60 seconds of rest between sides. As you improve, increase the duration to 30, then 45 seconds, and eventually 1 minute per leg. Common mistakes include letting the knee of the standing leg collapse inward, rounding the back, or losing balance entirely. If needed, place your fingers lightly on a surface for balance assistance. You can gradually wean off this support as your strength and coordination improve. A helpful variation for beginners is to perform the hold while seated back onto a low bench or chair, barely touching it for support. This teaches correct hip hinge movement and reinforces muscle activation safely. The single leg drop squat hold builds independence in each leg, which is especially important in aging populations. Many seniors develop muscular imbalances after surgeries, injuries, or just years of favoring one side. This exercise corrects those imbalances and reinforces equal strength, which improves walking gait, stair climbing ability, and overall lower body confidence. As a mental bonus, this hold improves proprioception, your body's ability to sense where it is in space. This makes movement feel safer and more predictable, particularly in new environments like sidewalks or grocery store aisles. If the exercise feels intimidating, remember, mastery is not required on day one. Improvement comes from consistency and patience. Each time you try, you build the neural and muscular strength that protects your body as you age. Exercise 5, Isometric calf raise. The calves are often overlooked, yet they play a vital role in balance, walking, and blood circulation. The isometric calf raise is an excellent way to build strength and endurance in the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles without strain or motion. To perform this exercise, stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, close to a wall or sturdy chair for light support. Distribute your weight evenly across your toes and heels. Now slowly raise your heels as high as you can so that you are standing on the balls of your feet. The key is to lift deliberately and then hold that top position with intention. As you hold the elevated position, focus on squeezing your calves as hard as possible. Keep your legs straight, but not locked. Engage your core gently to maintain stability. Breathe in a steady rhythm. 4 seconds in through your nose, 4 seconds out through your mouth. This prevents you from holding your breath, which is a common issue during isometric holds. Start with 4 sets of 30 seconds, resting 30 seconds between sets. As your endurance improves, increase the hold time to 45, 60, and eventually 90 seconds. Common mistakes include uneven foot pressure, such as leaning too far to one side, or bouncing up and down instead of holding the position. Make sure you are lifting through your whole foot, not just the inner or outer edge. Once you feel confident, try a one-legged variation. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and perform the calf raise on the other foot. This increases the intensity significantly. In this case, reduce the initial hold to 15 to 20 seconds and progress over time. Another variation is to perform the exercise on a low step, allowing your heels to hang off the edge. This increases the range of motion and deepens the contraction. Just ensure the surface is stable and that you have something nearby to hold for safety. Strong calves improve push-off strength when walking and can reduce the risk of ankle sprains. They also play a role in circulation, helping pump blood from the lower extremities back to the heart. This is especially important for seniors with diabetes or vascular concerns. Regular isometric training of the calves can also relieve stiffness and improve walking confidence. You may find that stairs feel easier and your steps feel more stable after just a few weeks of practice. Always wear supportive shoes or go barefoot on a secure surface when doing this movement. Avoid slippery floors and take your time when stepping down after each hold.
This simple movement helps support the very foundation of your body, your feet. And from strong feet comes confident movement at any age.
Exercise 6. Wall sit. The final exercise in this series is a classic, the wall sit. Sometimes called the invisible chair. This isometric movement targets the quadriceps, glutes, and core, all while being extremely safe on the joints. It is a staple in physical therapy for a reason.
To begin, stand with your back against a smooth wall. Place your feet about 12 to 24 inches in front of you and spread them at hip width. Slowly slide down the wall until your thighs are parallel to the floor and your knees are bent at 90 degrees.
Keep your back completely flat against the wall and your arms either at your sides, crossed over your chest, or extended forward. Engage your abdominal muscles and avoid arching your back. Hold this position and breathe deeply. Inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. Focus on the sensation in your thighs. This is where the magic happens. You will feel a burning tension. This is the muscle working, and it is a sign of growth. Begin with 3 sets of 30 seconds each, resting for 45 seconds between sets. As your strength builds, increase to 45 seconds, 60 seconds, and eventually 2 full minutes per set. To intensify the exercise, place a small object like a weighted book in your lap, or raise one foot a few inches off the ground to create a single leg variation. These advanced options are only recommended after you are comfortable with the basic wall sit. Common mistakes include placing the feet too close to the wall, which strains the knees, or not lowering enough to activate the thigh muscles. Another issue is failing to keep the back flat. Do not let your lower back arch away from the wall. This compromises the effectiveness and can cause discomfort. If you experience knee discomfort, try adjusting the depth slightly or performing the hold for a shorter duration until your muscles strengthen enough to provide full support. The wall sit is especially valuable for seniors because it builds the strength needed to rise from chairs, toilets, or car seats. All movements we perform multiple times per day. Improving this strength not only supports independence but also builds confidence in everyday tasks. Additionally, the static nature of the wall sit makes it accessible for those with mobility challenges. There are no sudden movements or balance requirements, and the wall provides consistent support. This is one of the most straightforward yet transformative exercises in the Senior Fitness Toolbox. Done regularly, it builds reliable strength in your legs that translates into better movement, posture, and energy. You do not need machines, weights, or even a gym membership to change your lower body. These 6 proven isometric exercises, when performed with proper form, patience, and consistency, will improve strength, balance, and mobility at any age. Whether you are 65 or 85, your body can get stronger. Begin with short holds, track your progress, and celebrate every improvement. You are investing in your independence, vitality, and longevity. It is not about how fast you move. It is about how intentionally you hold each position and how gently you push your limits day by day. Even small improvements in how you rise from a chair, walk across a room, or navigate stairs can dramatically change your quality of life. Now, if this routine helped you or inspired you in any way, please do us a favor. Leave a comment with your progress, your age, or your favorite exercise from today's routine. Your story can motivate someone else who is just getting started. And if you know a friend,
neighbor, or family member who could benefit from these movements. Share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need to take the first step toward better mobility.
Finally, do not stop here. We have a companion video covering the best isometric exercises for the upper body, perfect to pair with today's routine. Keep moving forward and remember, it is never too late to rebuild from the ground up.